So I'm in South Cornwall, near Austell. It's my annual holiday, and usually I come here every morning before the kids wake up, about 5 in the morning, stay till 7ish. So we'll be starting at low water. I think there is a slight onshore breeze, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, wish me luck. So as you see, it's not sunrise yet. I think it's about 5:10. And yet it's definitely onshore breeze, but it's warm. It feels like it's southeasterly. We don't really get this sort of warm air up north, so it's really pleasant to be walking at night in this. Feels like being abroad. So I'll be getting across the sand and onto the reef, and hopefully we'll be able to hit into some mackerel, because I have promised some for barbecue, and then we'll be only focusing on bass. Looks like it's going to be another beautiful day. So normally, where I'm standing, this would be all submerged. It's a relatively biggish tide. So I will give it a bash. Right, we are here. Seems like there's lots of birds around, not feeding, but just swimming. Not swimming, just flying around. I'm ready for the first cast. So let's see, first cast in. I think I will be using topwaters a lot, especially since I can't really use them where I usually fish this year. It's just been too murky and just generally choppy. No, not yet. We got first fish in. Literally took it under my feet, but it's only a little schoolie. Only small fish, but blank beaten. Again on the sandy Andy. Right, wait. So as you can see, only a small one. Well, I have to report, there are not many fish around. I mean, there's loads of small stuff, but yeah, a little pollock. But then no sign of bass, no sign of mackerel, unfortunately. We got another fish on. Again, nothing big, but it took it on the drop on a small metal. Well, I'd be happy if it was a bigger mackerel rather than a bass, purely because of the barbecue, but I think it is a little bass. Yeah. See, they're only small. And there it is, sunrise, and these fish are only getting smaller. I mean, They really are getting smaller. No sign of any bass. Well, strangely, that Sandy Andy is just proving to be irresistible. Again, it's only schoolies, but no other lures really do the damage. It's just a shame there are no big fish around. Oh, and it's gone. Well, saves me releasing it. Absolutely mangled it now. Another little one. Took it really near the rock. Hop. And yet again, Sandy Andy. They absolutely love this lure. So we are at Carleon Bay. Easterly wind. The sea was really bouncy last night, so the clarity is not the best, but I think it's fishable. It's only about an hour and a half after low water, so I'm going to give the bash. Oh shit, that's why I didn't want. Well, so it's not bass, but it's a fucking seeger today. Lay. Whew. Not very nice. Oh, we got a strong fish on. Ooh, wrasse. And he absolutely smashed it. Yes, lad. I think that's one of my first decent wrasse actually. And it had a go. It had a go and missed. But it didn't miss the second time round. Look at that fish. It probably absolutely annihilated that Sandy Andy. And hopefully I can still use it. Absolute stunner. There's my Sandy Andy. Right, let's put him back. absolutely stunning fish this. Alright, then are you going back? Right, it's just not happening. It's absolutely rammed with wheat. Yeah, unfortunately too much. These are the steepest access to the beach I ever seen. Right, so it's another morning. The wind has finally died off. And the clarity is back. I'd say it's probably about 2 feet. I was expecting this will be a bass bonanza, and I can't get a single bite. It just shows how unpredictable this is. I was genuinely going to go home now, thinking, right, I'm going to cast it in this spot, which is about foot deep. I mean, look, exactly in there. I mean, looks good, but yeah, first cast, boom. And this is how a really rubbish session turns into a decent session, because we really had to work hard for that fish. Won't be easy to land it. Right, let's see. I hope we got a good hook hold, otherwise I'll be crying. But definitely not many fish around, and this will be the only fish of the day, but it's a decent one. Oh, I made up. And, right, come on, we need one more wave. As well on the smallest lure, because I couldn't put anything else in there. I'd say this is, well, it's not 60, but it's nice fat 50. Yeah, I took it in the gulp. So how's about that? Right. So I'm well happy with this. $56 I'd give it. But really nice fat fish. And it took one of these very small K-Tech. Actually no, there's an Eco Gear power shot. I think it's a 4-inch version on a 5-gram head. Job's a good one. Haha. So this was unexpected end to the session. It looked like it's going to be really poor. The clarity was probably about 1.5 to 2 feet. So not bad really. And if this was in North Wales, I'd be thinking like, oh, it's just fantastic, the clarity. But obviously for Cornwall, it's probably poor. There are no fish, obviously no mackerel, but no bass. I was trying top waters, paddle tails, no point really trying metals, but I have tried. And yeah, just as I was going to call it a day, had last one flick in this little rock pool, and boom, 56. So made that. And I'm not ashamed to say this is the barbecue fish. So this one wasn't released, even though I'd say 95% of the fish are released. There's the odd day, especially like this on a holiday. Mrs. wants to have a barbecue, so yeah, been invited for dinner. Alright guys, I'm back from Cornwall now. It was 8.5 hours to get back. Broke the gearbox as well, so fantastic. In terms of fishing, so it just proved to me that this year is really poor, and I think it's just poor everywhere. It was good in the spring. Once we got to June, July, it just really fell off a cliff, and yeah. So I have caught some bass, but again, the average size, it was well below. I'd say most of the fish were about 35. I had 156, but I think it was more of an exception. Yeah. So I have tried, proved to myself that it's poor, or I'm just getting really bad at it. And yeah, still enjoyed it. Right, take care.